Okay, this is going to be one of those, yeah, I'm going there videos. I'm going to the strange, dark, and mysterious. No, not really. This is the strange, dark, and mysterious has kind of become the norm nowadays. But recently I had featured this video, and I'm going to play a little bit of it. It's Metallica, and well, I'll let it explain itself. I'll play it out for a little bit, but just watch this. I'm actually going to... Okay, I'm going to stop that there. But if you look future, they say that these, this whole thing is about the. Well, of course, there's a commercial, but the injections that they gave to that cat made the cat pretty angry, and it basically. I've used this video in my previous video about alien creatures, but I'm going somewhere with this. But they're saying that they give these spores to these, the injection of this meteorite spore that they found will turn people into zombies. So keep that in mind. The reason I'm referring to this video is I came across a really, really interesting article. And I've seen quite a few of these, actually. It says, scientists are now seriously asking if humans were seeded by aliens. on the idea that life on Earth began elsewhere in space has long been controversial, but now it's gaining traction. So this article is saying basically, parroting what there's been this thing called panspermia. And what panspermia means is the hypothesis that life exists throughout the universe, distributed by cosmic dust. Well, that's what we were just seeing in the Metallica video about this dust and the dust spores, and it came from meteorites, asteroids, comets, and planetoids. And they are saying that, life on Earth was seeded by other beings elsewhere. Well, the reason why I'm highlighting this is because I believe, or at least I have an idea that this is what they're going to use to say that, this is what's going to cause all the zombies. I'm saying this. I think this is the plant life for the fake alien invasion. This is partly what I think they want to say is that that's what's causing the people to go crazy, because they had this cosmic dust from the aliens who they want to say created Earth. Well, I don't believe that. I believe that we are created by God in His image, male and female. He created them. I don't believe we were created by the aliens / fallen angels. But they want to use that as a cover for people going bonkers with the, becoming zombies, which I believe is really the truth will be they were created from these alien-like bioweapon shots that have been injected into people and will cause people to go crazy. But they want to say that this is the alien connection, if you're following me, if I'm making sense. Well, anyway, I found this just came out recently, and this is another very weird video, and I'm going to play some of that.
I went to look for my little...
Okay, what it is this guy with his little doggy. He was in Panama, supposedly. I don't doubt that he was in Panama, but this story is just a little out there. But he's found this meteorite, small little meteorite, which of course I'm going to myself, why are you handling that with your hands? Why are you doing that? But anyway, this is his story.
Dog that was in the back, in the yard. And when I see the place where this rock fell, you're going to see what's next. Here, in the place where the meteorite fell, when I turn off the light, look how it looks. It's something totally incredible. It's a material that glows, a mineral. I don't know what's shining there. It's crazy. This is scaring me now. It's scaring me. I can't believe this. You don't have an explanation that I know of for the place where the meteorite fell. I can't explain this. Tell me what it could be. And I didn't know it was like this. I couldn't be more scared.
If your dog sits like this.
Okay, so I want to stop it there for a minute anyway. So here he's got the meteorite. I'll speed it up a little bit, but he's all of a sudden this meteorite thing, which I'll speed it up, starts to change, and it turns into this very strange creature.
Of my meteorite.
Odd
The
behavior.
meteorite changed the color, and
Yeah,
I
and I'll just
realized
touch it
that
and
it
like get all that
destroys
stuff all over my
everything that is
hands.
a plant. You cannot
Good
get
job.
close to a plant because it kills it. Look at this, and when you put something alive near it, for example, this leaf, one put something with life, you can see how it transmits like a force. Totally strange.
It's doing that, but yeah, you're touching it. Why?
And don't you believe me that they would come quickly to investigate this type of stone? I don't know where it comes from which galaxy.
So immediately he's saying it's coming from a galaxy. Okay, let's speed this up. More tests. Well, let's just cut to the chase. This, ooh, look at that. That little meteorite thing that came from a galaxy, so he says, is developing into a creature, which is pretty gross. Okay, so it keeps growing and growing and moving. Then, so then finally, this thing is nasty. So this just came out recently.
Look at this thing. Like, it's grown its own little leg flippers, and it has its own little arms and tentacles, and you can see these things moving on their own. There's nothing attached to this. This thing is literally moving like a life form on its own. How do you explain this? Keep watching. It gets weirder, but if it's moving up.
And it gets bigger and bigger. And, okay, so he has to put it, I think, in a outdoor shed because this thing is growing, and I'll leave a link for this video, but it's just bizarre. And in keeping with this Metallica, you know, that kind of goes along with the same theme of the Metallica video with the spores in this meteorite. It came to Earth, and the dust now has been seeded on the earth. And this, basically, I'm showing you this because I believe this is why they are saying that humans were seeded by aliens, and this is what's going to make people go crazy. And it's all kind of connected. They're really focusing on this whole, it came from out there. And now, mind you, I believe that fallen angels are real. They are real. But this is not about aliens seeding the earth, because I said I believe that we were created by God. We're not created by the aliens. But they want to say this, that the aliens are this is probably going to be one of the reasons for why we have, zombies and whatnot. So, yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting, the whole idea of, connecting it to panspermia. And I think this is one of the, logical conclusions people can, that makes sense, cognitive conclusions. Oh, yeah, okay, so they're acting like this because the aliens, because they were seeded with some sort of poison from a meteorite from an alien, an alien creature. So if these things happen, keep in mind, it's not the cover story what they're saying. So I just thought this was kind of interesting. I wanted to bring it to my viewers' attention. And with that said, thanks for watching.